As we know, Jefferald B. Money sells it all, from books to welders to clothes, and he's got a whole automotive section. So when you want good interior car stuff, you don't have to roll up to AutoZone with your friends to completely clear them out of little trees like,
"You have something I want."
Because of that, as a part 2 to my other video, here are 10 of the best car accessories on Amazon. Let's get into it. If you're looking for more accessories after, then check out part 1 and my Amazon gadgets video. Like the other videos, I've got top-rated links for these in the description for you guys so you don't accidentally order another Thanos One Piece. Yes, I heard about that. Anyway, I'll move past it for you, but let me know in the comments what the best thing you've bought for your car is, and if anything you've had was a complete waste of money. Starting out with number 1, we've got a remote starter. Honestly, I've got no clue how I missed this one in the other 2 videos. If you live in an area that doesn't get below like 40 degrees Fahrenheit, this might not be as useful for you, but you'll still want it eventually. I've had a car with a factory remote start, and I know at least 4 people who right now have aftermarket ones, and besides the random clicking my girlfriends make sometimes, none of them have any regrets. If the car's warmed up ahead of time, especially when you're giving other people a ride, that's a million times better than when everyone runs out with freezing nose hairs to sit in a car that feels colder inside than outside somehow, and your passenger looks at you like,
"Well, this sucks."
I think there are some more universal-based kits that can be more complicated to install, but you should be able to find vehicle-specific kits depending on your car. StartX and MPC on Amazon seem to have decent reviews for a ton of different kits, and I think my dad actually got an MPC one, so check them out. I do want it to be known, though, I don't know anything about these companies, so don't buy from them just because I mentioned them, but they might be a good place to start. Second is one a lot of people will probably back up, and it's ceramic window tint. It's only like half an accessory, but it can make a big difference, and you can get a full roll or vehicle-specific pre-cut pieces. Ceramic tint specifically gives you better privacy, blocks UV rays that can cause eye and skin damage or cancer, blocks 80% of infrared rays from the sun that create heat in the car, and the best part, your car goes from a plain bald cat to like Men in Black. If you look at any interior mod forum, you will see people talk about window tint, but it can come with downsides. You should definitely check your state's percentage laws so you don't go way past it. Visibility won't be as good at night from the sides and back, but it'll reduce shine from other headlights, and the install could be not fun depending on how you do it. Next up is an OBD2 scanner. While you don't need this in your car, it doesn't hurt to have, besides if it gets really hot in there, but being able to read codes on the fly can definitely be helpful. You can also get these like anywhere, but Amazon's got a very popular one for just 20 bucks. I got a scanner as a Christmas gift a few years ago, and even though I didn't feel like I needed it at the time, it's been wicked convenient to have for my cars and other people's cars. If you don't feel like getting one, a lot of places like AutoZone can scan codes for free. If you do get one though, you can save the travel time, and if otherwise you'd spend $4 in gas driving to an AutoZone, it would only take 5 engine checks to have that scanner pay for itself, and after that, it's passive income, baby.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
Number 4 is a very simple one, so I'll keep it quick, but it's jumper cables. These are something you never think you need till you need them, and you think you should have thought you needed them way before you had the need to think you need them. But if you think now that you need them, then you won't need them more than you have them because you planned before you'd need them. So why not get them so you don't have them before you need them, or your need is that someone else needs them, but you have them for their needing them. It's all very simple. Another awesome thing I've mentioned in the past is a jumper battery pack, which a lot of people seem to be fans of, but either way, jumper cables should be a staple for every car. Now, I didn't want a ton of random 2-second items filling up this list, so I organized some into like 2 or 3 groups, and the first group is a maintenance kit. Originally, it was a tire kit, but I added fluids to it like oil, coolant, and wiper fluid. Even if you keep a small container of one or each of these, it can definitely be convenient for topping them off. Oil especially is good to have, even more so if your car's got a little pee leak, if you know what I mean. And for the wheel and tire stuff, it's always good to have a jack in your car. Oh, sorry. Not that kind. But you should have your preferred compact jack, like a scissor or a bottle jack, along with a pressure gauge, simple toolbox, zip ties are a must, breaker bar, and a torque wrench. And even if you don't care about torque specking and you just want to tighten every bolt as much as possible until righty-tighty becomes righty-loosey, and you like playing that gambling game, everyone should use one of these in their life just once for the satisfying clicks. Number 6 is a pretty cool one I heard of, and it's an aftermarket tire pressure monitoring system, or TPMS as the cool kids are calling it. For anyone with a pre-2010 simple car, this can be a pretty convenient thing to have. It kind of reduces the need for a tire pressure gauge, but you should still have something simple like that to double check the pressures. The one that I linked tells the pressure and temperature of each tire, which is pretty cool. Each valve cap is powered by its own small battery, and they say depending on the outside temperature, they can last around 6 months. That and the cost, if you don't care about knowing your pressure while driving, if you don't really think this is necessary, seem like the only two downsides, because the batteries become one more thing to have to check, but they are still inexpensive. Next is another very simple one, and I'm actually wondering about them for my own daily poop bucket, and it's a blind spot mirror. These do have 4.5 stars at 13,000 reviews, and it's a concept in many factory mirrors, so plenty of people must like them. I looked through a lot of the reviews though, and the negatives that people mentioned were it breaking, and some people thought it didn't improve their view at all. Honestly, my first thought when I saw these was kind of that, yeah, it can add a wider view in that small area, but it also breaks up the view of your actual mirror, which might just mess with some people. So as someone who's never had these from factory, I am on the fence about it, but I'd be very interested to hear anyone's opinion of them. Third to last is another kit, and it's a safety survival one. You don't have to have a whole surgeon's toolbox and flares in there, but maybe just some simple stuff like a pocket knife, gloves, first aid kit, and a towel. The towel and gloves wouldn't even really be a safety thing, but it would just be a convenience thing if you ever have to work on the car or clean anything up. If you live in an area that can get bad snow too, I've got an ice scraper glove that's amazing, and a plastic collapsible snow shovel that's also nice to have. Some people also like to have reflective triangles and a flashlight. Either of those I think you could go without, but the flashlight's probably more important. Second to last is a sturdy bag or tote to keep all your maintenance or safety stuff in. If you're like me, you like your car to look pretty much uninhabited most of the time, and keeping all the small stuff in a nice bag in the back is an easy way to do that. And for the final accessory to keep in your car, it's a cleaning kit. This stemmed from a comment on the first Amazon accessories video about having compressed air for cleaning, which I thought was a pretty good idea. If you've got anything else sharp, maybe just keep the can in its own area where it can't get damaged, but other than that, I don't see why not to use it. If you want to keep all your interior cleaning stuff in there too, then another good idea is a brush, and from previous videos, a trash can, air fresheners, and a vacuum, which could also double as a tire inflator depending on what one you get. And I probably shouldn't be saying this online, but if you're walking out of a coffee shop or takeout place and they have a station with wrapped spoons, forks, and napkins, on your way out, take a big ol' handful of them and just run. Don't forget to put your favorite thing that you've gotten for your car in the comments, and if anything you've bought in the past was a complete flop. For more interior mods, you can check out my other Amazon interior videos, or I've got plenty of other car mod videos that aren't specifically from Amazon. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed and this was helpful. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.